coffee is cold. Ugh. Who wants cold coffee? I'll be right back. You guys see the smoke? That is how I like my coffee. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anise. You know what's funny is that people think Anise is my last name. That's my middle name, guys. It's my middle name. Today's video is going to be a brow tutorial of these brows, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Actually, let me know down in the comments what brow products you guys like to use, what brand, as well as take the poll. Let me know if you like pencils, powders, pomades. What's your favorite? If you want to learn how I get my natural bushy brow, I couldn't think of any other adjective, then just keep on watching. I do have a tutorial on my channel on how to do fleeked Instagram brow, so I will link that at the end of this video if you guys want to check that out. We're first going to just go through the types of products that you can use for your brows. So typically I like to work with pencils because it's easier to work with and you don't have to use more than one product. It's kind of just the pencil, meaning like if you go for a powder, you're going to also need a brush in order to put the powder on. So I like to use pencils because it's really just this is it. This is all you really need. The next product would be a pomade. So it comes in a gel pot. These are typically the most pigmented option. So if you like your brows to be bold, or if you do have a thicker brow, this normally does have some holding power because it is a gel, so it typically kind of dries down and it'll secure your brows in place. Then you also have a brow powder, and this is really helpful if you want natural brows, but of course depending on how you apply it, you can also get the same results as a pencil, meaning a more defined, bold brow. This is one of those products that you're going to need a angled brush with a spoolie on the end or something like that in order to apply this product. And then lastly, for those like get up and go days, a brow gel that has a tint to it. This one has a bit of a brown color to it, so you're able to just swipe it on the brows, especially if you have a really nice shape. If you go to get your brows professionally done, you can use a brow gel, has color to it, and you'll be able to quickly just make them a bit darker. As well as when you're doing a regular brow, you can use this and it kind of helps to add dimension. So for example, if I went in with a powder and then I wanted to emphasize my brow hairs that I do have, I could go in with a brow gel that has a tint to it. It's my mom. Do you want to say hey to the video?
Hey to the video.
So the product that I really love to use on my brows that I have talked about to you guys in my last favorites video of like the split face drugstore high end is the Urban Decay Brow Blade Brow Pencil. So this right here is the pencil side, and it's just a traditional pencil and it is waterproof. I have not tested to see if it actually is waterproof, but that's what it says. And then this side is legit like a liquid liner. It's thinner though, so you're able to create really natural brow hairs, and I'll show you guys how I use both sides in this video. So to begin my brow application, I like to first start with a spoolie. That's the only thing that's wrong with this, is that it doesn't have a spoolie, but like where would they put it? I guess they could have had some on the side that like popped out and go choo, 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 choo. I go in with a spoolie. This is the Sigma E80 brush. I like to start by brushing my brow hairs straight up, and this is different from how I used to do my brows. I used to brush up the front and then brush the side kind of to the side. Now I just take them straight up, and you'll see why in a sec. So then I go in with the Urban Decay Brow Blade, and I start with the pencil side. So for this side, I kind of start in the middle and I will just create upward hair strokes. And this is why I brush my hair straight up. I'm able to fill in the parts of my brow that aren't like in between what I brushed up, like my natural brow hairs. So I literally just go in short, fast motions, and I'm kind of trying to make sure that I keep the thickness of my brow this way. So when it comes to like this second half of my brow, this is where I kind of like to change the shape a bit. So I don't really have a whole lot of brow hairs when it comes to this part, so I kind of keep that motion of creating the brow hairs just going straight up but keeping with the curve of my brow. And then once I get to how long I want my brow, then I'll go in and just create some short strokes going downwards. Then I'll go into the front of the brow, probably the most scary part. I just kind of lighten up the hand, not because I want the front to be lighter. I really don't care so much for that. I just want to make sure that I don't mess up too quick. And then I just use my finger to kind of just blend the product. So this is what we have now. I like to always go in and just brush through with my spoolie, and I don't do this too hard because then you can mess up the strokes that you created with the brow product. Just slightly blending and just working the product through my actual brow hairs, not trying to press too hard all the way to my skin. So we have that there, and so here is like my favorite part of this brow product, and that is the ink stain part. I'm going to create definition within the brow. I don't do it nearly as much as I did with the actual brow pencil as far as creating the brow hairs, because I did that all throughout this section. With the ink stain, I'm kind of just going to do it in portions, like I'm doing wider movements. So I'm kind of starting there, and then I'm going throughout the brow and not really focusing on one portion. And then like you see how it's like too much right up in here, I go in and I kind of just tap to alleviate some of the product, and then just go in and create the brow hairs that I want. Oh, this is my favorite part. It creates like the best dimension, and this is kind of giving the illusion these are actual brow hairs. Like, what? And you really don't? I mean, I don't. Look at my brow. Like, my brow is fine. Like, it's not, like, it's actually not a bad brow, but I just wish my brow hairs were like darker and thicker, and that's where brow products come in. So this is my brow before I clean it up. I'm gonna go ahead and mirror it over here, because honestly I'm doing this differently than how I would normally do it. Normally I do them exactly at the same time because that kind of helps with mirroring. I do the brow pencil first, and then I go in with the ink stain, and I'm going back and forth, and that's to make sure that I get the most even pair of brows as possible. When I don't do that, they typically don't come out the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one caught up to speed, and we'll be right back. For the last step, this is not always the last step. Sometimes this is the last step. My favorite concealer to clean up my brows is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. It's in the shade Biscuit, and this is just like the perfect shade. And also I love the fact that it's in a pot. I can literally just dip my brush into here. I used to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer to clean up my brows, and I would have to put it on the back of my hand and then apply it to my brows just because it was easier. But now that I have this concealer, I could just dip my brush in here. And then also my current favorite brush to clean up my brows is this fan brush from Sigma. It's the E04, and it's a little bitty fan brush. It's so cute. It literally just fits all underneath the brow, and it's the perfect curve for what you're trying to do. So I just go directly into the product, and I don't get too much because honestly you really only need a little bit. You do not need a lot of concealer. And then I just start in the front, and I'm just creating like these small little motions back and forth, and I'm kind of gonna try to mirror this brow to this brow because I like this brow better. So I need to cut up the arch a bit to match the other side. And I also like this brush because I can take it and blend. Kind of just blend down the concealer so it's not harsh. You always want to blend the concealer, and then after I kind of just drag it down, then I'll go in with either my finger or the Dose of Color shader brush, and then I just blend it, making sure to not blend up because you don't want to mess up the brow product. Then it creates like the perfect brow, and it looks like you just got your brows done. As far as grooming my brows, I don't do it often now that I've switched to this style of brow. I use a brow razor on the top of my brow, and then tweezers for underneath my brows. All right, and then this is kind of where I look at the brows. I'll look at like a big mirror, I'll look at a small mirror, and making sure that my brows are even. And I kind of see that this brow comes down a bit lower than this one, so I'm gonna add a touch of brow product over here to kind of just even them out. So thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. I hope something I said helps you in your brow journey on applying your brow products. I will have the link to brow products that I recommend. Like I said, I really only use pencils, so that'll be mostly what's recommended down below. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel as well as check out my previous video, and I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.